Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is January 20th, 2025, and today is Monday morning. So welcome back, everybody. Looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching natural gas gap down. Let's see if we get a fill in the gap. But first, no major economic events scheduled for today. However, today is the presidential inauguration for Donald Trump, so it's going to get very interesting. Now, looking at the market starting on with the Forex symbols, the Canadian dollar back to its lows, and looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue to gain higher. Now, looking at commodities, oil retraces while gold pretty much unchanged. Now, looking at the stocks, Intel moves the chip makers higher. Now, lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin surges back to its all-time record highs of 108. Now, let's take a look at markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Canadian dollar, it's back to its low of 144.60-ish level. Is that because Trump is taking his inauguration and he's going to become the president? He's going to put the tariffs on? I don't know. But technically speaking, we're on our lows. And if we do break it, we can continue making new all-time record lows versus the dollar. I mean, we have just give us perspective. I'm just looking at a weekly chart to see where we've been and how far we've come. Over 600 points from our all-time record lows of a weekly. And looking at a monthly, I mean, it doesn't get worse than this in the past 20 years, okay? I mean, you really have to, zoom out to where we were in 2002. And that was really a very important event because in 2002 was the internet bubble, and that affected the Canadian dollar tremendously, as you can see here. Now, jumping into the other commodity, other Forex symbols, GBP on its lows. The euro looked like it was heading a little bit higher here at the top of the range, but not doing that. The Japanese yen retracing here a little bit and then bouncing. So, I mean, it hasn't had that much character. Canadian dollar has had very clear character. It's very weak, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, jumping into natural gas, this is really a big one. It had a huge gap down this morning, about 20 cents, which is significant, okay, from its highs. Now, that is really developed into a phenomenal trade from its highs down here. On one lot, that would have been about $4,000. I mean, seriously, natural gas is a big trade. Now, crude oil also retracing here to $77 a barrel, and gold pretty much unchanged. I mean, it's hanging out at that 2,700 on its resistance-ish level. Now, jumping into the U.S. markets, all right? So the Dow Jones did gain last week, and so did the NASDAQ, okay? As you can see, it's holding up its gain in pre-market. Now, looking specifically, check out Intel. Intel is a huge chip maker in the United States, not as big as NVIDIA, but it's the, let's just call it the IBM of chip makers. I mean, it's really the staple of what most chip makers are looking to excel in. They're looking to Intel. And at one point, NVIDIA tried to duplicate what Intel did until they created their own venue as well. So keep an eye on this because this may still further go higher as it's gotten really strong here. JP Morgan holding on to its record highs at 259. That's amazing. And looking at the other tech stocks, they didn't do much, okay? If we look at Apple, it's really weak, okay? We look at Facebook, it's holding on but not doing major highs, okay? So it's very stock specific right now, and you got to really look at the list of which one are the stocks that are strong and which ones that are weak and take it like that. Now, looking at Bitcoin surging, look at that, from 100K to 108. Now, that happened in a very short period of time. Now, when these things happen, when it hits all-time record highs, do expect a correctional move, okay? So I do see that as a potential to happen still. So keep that in mind as this continues to trade. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.